But Devin Haney versus Abdulaev, title eliminator, likely to land on that Mexican Independence Day weekend in Las Vegas, because obviously Haney lives in Las Vegas. And he's going to headline the card. And obviously names like Usyk and others have been attached to be on the undercard. And I will say, in an age where, for the first time in God, how long, people, has either Cinco de Mayo or Mexican Independence Day weekend been headlined by a person not named Mayweather or Canelo? And on top of that, it's Devin Haney. And Devin Haney has been paralleled with Floyd Mayweather since he has started, right? I would not be surprised if in 5 years from now, guys, we're talking about Devin Haney being like one of the biggest names in the sport, a dominant lightweight champion. Maybe talking about him moving up to welterweight and fighting some big names up there. And he is fighting on, May 5th and September 14th. And he's fighting on Cinco de Mayo and Mexican Independence Day weekends. And he is now that guy. He has now taken that throne, so to speak. Now, obviously, this is maybe 3 or 5 years from now, but in the same breath, we still have Canelo, obviously going to be active on those dates. But just look at the dates now for Devin Haney. See if he's on Canelo undercards or such for the next Cinco de Mayo. I'm just curious if they're positioning Devin Haney to be that guy. Because in today's age, largely due to Floyd and others, when you fight on Cinco de Mayo and Mexican Independence Day weekends, and those are your weekends in theory, you're going to be compared to Floyd, and you're seen as someone special. And I do think they're trying to do that with Devin Haney, even on a subconscious level. They may not even ever mention it, even though it's Eddie Hearn. I think he will mention, like, hey, Floyd Mayweather, Canelo always hold this date. Now it's Devin Haney. He's the future. I guarantee you Eddie's going to talk about it, but it was set up to be a subconscious, hey, Haney is now the successor to these dates. I am just curious about that. Matthew in the chat saying, Matt, does Haney have to keep his O? Oh, you just retracted the message. I think the message was, does he have to keep his O to sort of be this figure? And I would say no, obviously, because look at Canelo. He's had an L with Mayweather. On top of that, he's had several fights where people think he's lost. So, no, that doesn't matter. It really doesn't. 92 saying, I would be surprised because you're comparing him to Floyd. I don't know what you mean by that. I'm just saying, like, I think they're going to compare him to Floyd. Like, they're putting him on this date to compare him to Floyd, in a way. Matthew, changing the question, does Haney have to be, to give it to be that guy as fighting Loma who will ruin that? No, he could lose to Loma. Like, losing to Loma, I don't think hurts Haney long term. It might hurt Haney in the very short term, obviously, compared to him beating Loma. But nah, I mean, losing to the greats, or an all-time great potentially, or, a pound-for-pound guy, I don't think that's a big knock. I really don't. I've never been of that mindset. 92 saying all promoters want their young prospect to be a superstar. Yes, but 92, you have to agree that these dates have specific connotations to it. There are specific people that are tied to these dates. So Haney is put attached to these dates to be connected to Floyd in specific ways. And I applaud that in a way. Like, I can see what they're trying to do with that. So credit to them. Moving on, though.